Dear learners, Assalamu alaikum. You are welcome to my online class. You are completely aware of that we all are under a great threat of coronavirus for several months. Recently, another disaster has added to it, that is flood. Because of flood, now we are confined within the four walls of house like birds in the cage. Water is overflowing day by day. Only Almighty Allah knows what's in our lot. Hence, pray to Allah for our survival. Anyway, my today's class is on English language and its grammar. Let's start. English language originated from West Germanic Anglo-Frisian dialects, which were brought to Great Britain by Anglo-Saxon migrants in the 5th century. It was first spoken in England and eventually became a global lingua franca. Lingua franca means a mixed language that is used as a common language by people from different countries. For example, Swahili in East Africa. However, both the names English and England were derived from Anglia, a peninsula on the Baltic Sea. Though English is closely related to Frisian and the Low Saxon, its vocabulary has been significantly influenced, particularly by Old Norse, a North Germanic language, as well as Latin and French. Dear learners, the evolution of English in the 1500 years of its existence in England has been an unbroken one. Within this development, it is possible to recognize three main periods of the English language. They are shown on the screen. The period from 450 to 1150 is known as Old English. The period from 1100 and 50 to 1500 is known as Middle English. The language since 1500 is called Modern English. Dear learners, in general, the differences between Old and Modern English concern spelling, pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar are noticeable. It's obvious because everything in the world is changeable. Hence, English language can't be exception of this. In course of time, English language is changing and its grammars are following it. We human beings like this changeability, as it is the go of the day. However, now we are living in the modern world. The world has 195 countries today. Among these countries, 193 are member states of the United Nations, and the rest 2 are non-member states. These 2 are the Palestine and the Holy See. Dear learners, according to the UN, the current world population is 7.8 billion by July 2020. Roughly 6,500 languages are spoken by these people today. Now the question is, what's the present position of English among the languages of the world? It is shown on the screen. The top 12 most spoken languages in the world. Number 1, English, 1,132 million speakers. Number 2, Mandarin Chinese, 1,117 million speakers. Number 3, Hindi, 615 million speakers. Number 4, Spanish, 534 million speakers. Number 5, French, 280 million speakers. Number 6, Arabic, 274 million speakers. Number 7, Bangla, Bengali, 265 million speakers. Number 8, Russian, 258 million speakers. Number 9, Portuguese, 234 million speakers. Number 10, Indonesian, 199 million speakers. Number 11, Urdu, 170 million speakers. Number 12, German, 132 million speakers. Dear learners, the first British colony was established in Jamestown, Virginia, USA in 1607, and the last colony was the island of Hong Kong, that was occupied on January 25, 1841 and used as a colony since August 29, 1842. Hong Kong was returned to Chinese sovereignty in 1997. During these periods, the British ruled over 80 nations around the world. As a result, English language outspread throughout the world, and now it is in its present position. English is the dominant language of the UK, the USA, Canada, Australia, Ireland, New Zealand and many island nations in the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. It is also an official language of India, the Philippines, Singapore, and many other countries in the world. It is the first choice of foreign language in most other countries of the world. Dear learners, why do you want to learn English? There are a lot of reasons behind it. English is an international language. It's an easy language. It's a common language. It's the language of academy. It's the language of higher education. It's the language of science. English is the language of international business and commerce. It's the language of Hollywood. It's the language of ICT. It's also the language of different international organizations. Hence, learning English, you can get good jobs and better salaries. Dear learners, now I would like to talk about how can you learn English language. You know that from A to Z there are only 26 letters in English. They are called alphabet. Firstly, you will have to recognize the alphabet, then is to vocabularies or words, learn parts of speech, phrases, clauses, sentences and their structures, different forms of verbs and tenses, grammatical rules, etc., and use them properly to speak and write sentences correctly. Thus, you can learn English language. Dear learners, now I want to say what's English grammar. A set of rules which are used to read, write, and speak English language correctly and properly is called English grammar. English grammar plays a vital role in learning English language. Actually, this was the discussion of my second class. Dear learners, you also can use some tips to improve your English, such as listen to your teachers' lectures mindfully, follow online class, learn at least a new word every day, read books and watch movies in English, listen to English songs and learn words, practice with your classmates, use online dictionaries, read books and utter words loudly, watch English TV programs, watch English newscasts regularly, etc. Thanks a lot. See you in the next class. Till then, don't forget to take care in all respects.